Thanks a lot for joining us again. Now on the front pages of the newspaper, we are looking at Saturday Punch, the first paper with us. And the biggest story is on Tinubu will work with Atiku Obi. That's according to the federal government. In the meantime, senior advocates of Nigeria are also commending the justices of the Supreme Court for the judgment delivered on Thursday. And the government is planning a national discourse on unity, says the Minister of Information. Jonathan, the former president, that is, visits Aso Villa, ex-VP deserves rest, says aide. Many men cannot manage famous female entertainers. That's according to musician Ara. Patrons bear the brunt as cart pushers overlook refuse, transform into robbers. That's a burning concern in many parts of Nigeria. And there is this spotlight on actors who bring Babalawo roles, that's roles of traditionalists to life in their movie productions. Court case prosecution of suspended Adamawa Resident Electoral Commissioner, CJN too powerful, 2 regions exclusion from Supreme Court dangerous. This is something to take note of, and that's according to a retiring justice. And finally, on Saturday Punch, Nigeria's future bleak without restructuring. That's according to Afenifere, Ohaneses, and other thought leaders.
We move now to Daily Trust. The big story says investigation. Nigeria's security forces deployed for peace accused of extortion harassment. And the right idea says soldiers maltreating us, Benue headers, farmers lament. Police compromise standard in Taraba, Kaduna. Army police deny allegations. Page 5 and 6 there of Daily Trust. Live returns to Borno night. Market sacked by insurgents. How I built houses. Train my children by frying akara. Israel-Hamas war. Gaza is being suffocated. Many will die soon. UN, they are talking. Tinubu's tough, painful reforms necessary for rebuilding Nigeria. Information Minister talking. On the front page there of the Daily Trust, Adamu Fika was a leader worthy of emulation. EFCC quizzes Emefiele after regaining freedom from DSS detention.
Blueprint weekend is next. November governorship polls fears mount over security with clarion calls that security agencies must be on top of the situation and avoid being partisan. The biggest story there, though, is on the former president, Jonathan, on the Supreme Court judgment regarding the presidential polls, saying Nigeria has shown capacity to lead Africa. And there is good news, according to Blueprint, saying that respite for prisoners as decongestion gains momentum. And finally, no community in Borno under Boko Haram control. That's according to Governor Zulum.
On the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning, Tinubu's Supreme Court victory, Afenifere, Arewa, Southern Middle Belt leaders table demands. President should focus on security, cut down emolument of office holders and drug war. And the LEA will deploy personnel to 774 councils in 2024. Mawade talking, police arrest medical doctor for child trafficking, rescue 4 children in Rivers. Mark orders 6 revival of reading culture among Nigerians. Page 7 of the Guardian newspaper. And don't allow interference in Bayelsa, Imo, Kogi polls. Tinubu orders military and police.
All right. Leadership weekend is next. How ECOWAS plan to reinstate deposed Nigerian leader Bazoum unraveled as diplomacy fails. Defense headquarters washes hands off standby force. Sanctions collapse as border communities resort to smuggling. Another story there, Gaza war didn't start on October the 7th. That's according to Palestinian ambassador. And, well, Supreme Court now has lowest number of justices in history. That's according to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kayode Ariwola.
And on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning, EFCC grills Emefiele over alleged $15 billion foreign debts, new currency. Or Tedala gift 750 million naira to 750 Augustine University students. They're talking on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Jonathan, elections are over. It's time to move forward. Supreme Court to get more justices soon, says CGN.
Finally, is Saturday Independent. The biggest story there is captioned "Scrap NYSC or review it." Parents tell FG, saying insecurity, economic crisis, crippling scheme, and one-year compulsory service without job prospect meaningless. Also that the 33,000 naira monthly allowance grossly inadequate. And finally is on the Bayelsa governorship election as appeal court strikes out APC and Timipre Silva's motions.